Welcome to Agricultural Science for JSS 3. Today we study agro-processing and value addition. What is agro-processing? Agro-processing is the transformation of raw agricultural products, crops, livestock, fish, into processed goods that are ready for consumption or further industrial use. What is value addition? Value addition means increasing the economic value of an agricultural product through processing, packaging, storage, or branding. When you process raw cassava into gari, you have added value. The gari is worth more than the raw cassava. When you package palm oil in bottles with a label, you have added value. Examples of agro-processing in Nigeria. 1. Cassava processing, raw cassava gari, fufu, cassava flour, starch, cassava chips, cassava cake, ethanol. 2. Palm oil processing, palm fruits palm oil, palm kernel cake, animal feed. 3. Groundnut processing, groundnuts groundnut oil, groundnut cake, animal feed, peanut butter. 4. Cocoa processing, cocoa pods cocoa beans cocoa butter, cocoa powder, chocolate. 5. Rice processing, paddy rice milled rice, rice bran, animal feed, rice husk, fuel. 6. Tomato processing, fresh tomatoes tomato paste, tomato juice, tomato powder. 7. Fish processing, fresh fish smoked fish, dried fish, fish meal, animal feed. Importance of agro-processing. 1. Higher income for farmers, processed products fetch higher prices. 2. Reduces post-harvest losses, processing extends shelf life. 3. Creates employment, processing creates jobs off the farm. 4. Food security, processed foods are available when fresh produce is scarce. 5. Foreign exchange, Nigeria exports processed agricultural products. 6. Industrial development, agro-processing drives industrial growth in rural areas. Challenges of agro-processing in Nigeria. 1. Poor infrastructure, unreliable power supply, electricity, affects processing. 2. Lack of equipment, most rural farmers use manual methods. 3. Lack of finance, cannot afford processing machines. 4. Poor quality control, inconsistent quality reduces market acceptance. 5. Poor packaging, products look unattractive compared to imported goods. Government support for agro-processing. The Nigerian government promotes agro-processing through Agric Transformation Agenda, ATA, Commodity Development Initiatives, Special Economic Zones for Agro-Processing, Bank of Agriculture loans for processing equipment. Remember, agro-processing equals transformation of raw agricultural products / crops plus livestock plus fish into processed goods ready for consumption or further industrial use. Value addition equals increasing the economic value of an agricultural product through processing plus packaging plus storage plus branding. When you process raw cassava into gari, you have added value equals gari is worth more than raw cassava. When you package palm oil in bottles with a label, you have added value. Examples of agro-processing in Nigeria. Cassava processing equals raw cassava gari plus fufu plus cassava flour plus starch plus cassava chips plus cassava cake plus ethanol. Palm oil processing equals palm fruits palm oil plus palm kernel oil plus palm kernel cake / animal feed. Groundnut processing equals groundnuts groundnut oil plus groundnut cake / animal feed plus peanut butter. Cocoa processing equals cocoa pods cocoa beans cocoa butter plus cocoa powder plus chocolate. Rice processing equals paddy rice milled rice plus rice bran / animal feed plus rice husk / fuel. Tomato processing equals fresh tomatoes tomato paste plus tomato juice plus tomato powder. Fish processing equals fresh fish smoked fish plus dried fish plus fish meal / animal feed. Importance of agro-processing. Higher income for farmers equals processed products fetch higher prices, reduces post-harvest losses equals processing extends shelf life, creates employment equals processing creates jobs off the farm. Food security equals processed foods available when fresh produce is scarce. Foreign exchange equals Nigeria exports processed agricultural products. Industrial development equals agro-processing drives industrial growth in rural areas. Challenges. Poor infrastructure equals unreliable power supply affects processing. Lack of equipment equals most rural farmers use manual methods. lack of finance equals cannot afford processing machines, poor quality control, poor packaging. Government support, Agric Transformation Agenda /ATA plus Commodity Development Initiatives plus Special Economic Zones for Agro-Processing plus Bank of Agricultural Loans for Processing Equipment. Thank you.